Faerun, a land of magic and intrigue, cruel violence and divine compassion, where millennia of warfare and conquest have shaped dozens of unique cultures. There are rare beings of unnatural abilities that border on the line of deity and the paranormal. Those who share knowledge of these beings have come to refer to them as Espers.
In the midst of your groggy state, your eyes shift toward the tavern entrance as two human males, dressed in dark leathers, make their way towards your table. As they close in, one motions for his belt, speaking, "Don't make this difficult, pal. Hand over the fragment, and you can get back to your evening."
Hey, Burley, I think he's hitting on us.
Is he a friend of yours? What? We don't have any flags.
He looks over to his partner, he nods, and they both split up, making their ways for you at the table. Before we roll for initiative, I want both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution saving throw. I got a 4.
I got a 9.
Roll those initiatives with disadvantage. Swift?
8.
11.
First is one of these dark leather thugs is making their way toward you, Swift. As he goes ahead, reaches for his belt, yanks out a dagger. No fucking way. That is a 7. Even in your groggy state, you kind of just sway, getting out of the way.
Now you are the drunken master.
Burlau, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Seeing that, I'm just gonna try to make a quick attack, just to get him up off us. So using my great sword. 24.
Also for you, Burlau, in your groggy state, reaching up for your great sword, bring it up, you swing up through the table, breaking it, cutting in, catching him off guard. Go ahead and make your damage roll.
12.
Swift, that's your turn.
In that case, for the one who is standing next to me, just to the ribcage, pop, pop, pop.
So go ahead and give me 3 unarmed attacks.
12. Second one is 18. And the third one is 19.
As he's closing in, he slashes at you with a dagger. You just get out of the way when you come back for your counterattack. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and roll.
7 for the first hit, 5 for the second, and 6 for the third.
18 damage in the first round.
As a free action, I say, hey, don't get so close.
Next individual who just got slashed by you, Burlau, is going to go ahead and try to get around and stab you into your midsection with a natural 20.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
7 slashing damage. Reaches right in and finds a little weak point in, between the plates of your armor. Comes back around to the other individual. Comes at you with a dagger again, going to swipe down. Math, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
As you,
Said math.
you take 3 slashing damage. Finds a point right into your forearm as you pull back. He slashes across it as you yank back. Burlau, it's your turn. Roll a Constitution saving throw again.
I hiss in pain.
17.
This moment right now, you're able to kind of see, think, clear mind. You have your body under a little more of your own control. Anything you do will be flat. Will be standard this turn.
Okay, so pretty much the adrenaline sobered me up a little bit. Then I'll take the one who I was dealing with and I'll focus on him right now. I'm gonna use my chill touch on him. Okay. 13.
So the special hand comes up, it grabs onto him, and it's at that moment people around you in the tavern immediately freak out.
They weren't before?
Yeah, I've pretty much drawn attention to us now, so.
Swift, it is your go. What are you doing?
Since he's still kind of close to me, I'll kind of do like an inadvertent shoulder push to make it look like I'm trying to get my balance again, but really I'm slipping into his robes and trying to just grab something.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. Oh wait, actually, before you start, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. It's a 10 altogether.
Clear mind. You have a little more control over yourself at this moment. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, flat.
Give me an 18.
As you go ahead and you try reaching for his belt, he reaches, catches your hand. Not so fast, kitty. Anything else for your turn?
Patient defense. Burn a second key point.
Burning another key point, you bring yourself in a low standing squat, getting ready. Back to your particular thug. Freaking out after seeing that special hand come up toward him to grab at him, he just starts swiping, swinging wildly at you. Monster! He's a monster! With a natural 20.
Twice in a row? Are you kidding me?
7 piercing damage. Same thing with yours. Not so much freaking out. He's bringing his knife straight forward with a stab. 18 to hit for another 3 slashing.
Patient defense.
Patient defense. Oh, he's got to roll with disadvantage. 15. As he goes ahead, he brings the knife straight forward, quickly swatted away. Back around to you, Burlau. What are you doing?
Keep my chill touch going, see if I can swath at him again.
There you go.
No, that one's not. This one I know is not gonna make
Over
it.
10.
So once again, you try reaching out with the special hands, but now he's much more aware and he's keeping his distance. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action. Put on my shield of faith.
Swift.
I'm going to come through and follow up with a boot to the face, scorpion kick style.
First, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Coming up. Yeah, 8.
This time you're feeling groggy again. Any attacks you make are with disadvantage.
First attack, 12. Second attack, 17.
Come around with the that scorpion kick to his temple, come back, you slash in his midsection, and all of a sudden you see that splash of red coming at himself, and you can see he's bleeding way out of control. He stumbles backwards, and you can already see he'll be out of this fight for sure.
Square up and then look at the guy who's backing away from Burlau.
You hop across the left of the table, and you get into flanking position. It's now his turn, as he's obviously a little nervous. After you coming in, he's going to go ahead and disengage. This is a little too much more than what he was prepared for. He's starting to make his way toward the door. He's about 10 feet away from the door now.
Don't worry, I can get him.
Press forward. Try to use throw him off his game. Chill touch one more time. Plus 6, 10.
A special hand comes out at him, and he just gets away.
I will run after him, get in front of him, do a Tai Chi move where I use his own inertia against him and throw him back 15 feet. He gets a strength save.
Isn't that more judo? I'm sorry.
Unnatural 20 this time, and he now has to make a strength save.
Ooh, what's the DC? Doesn't matter.
And I look at the Burlau and say, "Told you."
Hey, okay, all right. I give up. I'm sorry. Hey, I give up. As he, drops his dagger. Please, don't hurt me. Don't eat me. Whatever. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I look across the room towards Burlau. Good, I wanted this one alive anyway. Good night.
Who was it that sent you here?
Hey, look, it was just a job, mate. We weren't supposed to kill you. We just wanted that fragment. We wanted to see if you had it.
Well, that went right out the door as soon as you tried to attack us. Who sent you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
16.
Perhaps we don't have to talk about everything right here out loud where people can hear us. So at that time, the proprietor of the Dreaming Dragon, Diva. So, you want to go ahead and come into my bar and start some kind of trouble. You are lucky I'm not the one who's going to kill you. Please tell me you're going to take care of this.
Yes, ma'am. If you let us out of here safely, we will take care of this. I think I still have my manacles. I'd actually just like to, while she's standing in front of him, just walk behind him and just kind of cuff him.
Sure, he's not really putting much of a fight.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Diva then looks around the tavern. We all saw some crazy things here. It would be best if everyone just had a terrible memory. How about a drink for everyone?
Here!
yeah, that was done.
That'll be 50 gold.
I appreciate that, man. Is there a back door that we could go out of?
You did pay for a room.
Here.
If you could show us to the room, man. Swift, can you dispose of him before you come make your way up here?
What do you want me to do? Throw him in the trash?
I don't care what you do. Just get him out of here.
Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna search him before I go to the room. 19.
You find on his person 2 vials of antitoxin, a set of bone dice, and a loaf of bread, as well as 60 gold pieces.
I throw that in my bag of holding with my other gold pieces.
That gold piece should make up the 50 that I got to cover this.
Well, how about this? A vial of antitoxin for our indisposed intestines. Oh, I'm drinking mine.
You search them. You're in the room. You're by yourself at the moment right now, Verlau, with this individual. What are you doing?
Just staring at him with the most piercing eyes. Just gonna ask you one more time. Who sent you?
To be fair, the other individual was in charge, but I could probably just give you this. I got this parchment right here in my pocket. I was supposed to get rid of it, but I forgot because I'm not such great with memory.
So pulling out my sword, just kind of putting the tip right at the bottom of his jaw. I just reach into the pocket, and you said there's a parchment in there?
Yeah, so you find like a folded piece of parchment.
Okay. Just kind of unfold it with one hand and just start reading it.
There are 3 of them. Aeolus says that there's a good chance they're all espers, so I don't recommend engaging them head on. Whatever you do, don't harm the woman. Aeolus apparently has something for her. But if push comes to shove, don't hesitate. If things go south, the client has us meeting back at their private estate just northeast of Lady's Hand Monastery. Lastly, make sure you burn this letter. I don't want a repeat of last time.
Whoops.
Who gave you this letter?
My boss, who works, we were hired by this woman. She hired our group to handle a couple of just tasks she'd want her normal boys to do.
What is it that they want with Morgana?
I don't know. So they put us together with this Esper bloke. He was the one who kind of gave us the advice on dealing with you. Obviously, it didn't go well.
Who's that Esper?
I don't know. He goes by nickname Pulse.
And you don't know who hired you?
Like I said, this important lady.
Where can we find her?
Her home, that place, over in the mountain. It's actually northeast of this city here. It's going toward the Netheril Mountain. Yeah, that's the one.
Netheril Mountain.
It's at that time, Swift, you're making your way into the room.
What did you get out of you?
Apparently somebody's after Morgana. They want these fragments, but they're looking for Morgana specifically. I get it's some woman, he said. Sounds like he might have got paid through a third party, so he doesn't know directly who this person is.
It's at that time, Morgana, you're coming into the Dreaming Dragon Tavern. The place is not how you left it. There are upturned tables, there are people cleaning up, there a couple of staff are cleaning up some like spills that are on the floor, but everybody seems to be...
A red streak going out the back door.
No, they're cleaning everything up.
Yeah,
Cleaning everything up. Diva, the proprietor, comes your direction. Well, hello. Your friends are waiting for you. They're just upstairs. Third door on the right.
Thanks, love. And just gotta say, this place has really gone downhill since we first came by. might want to straighten up a little bit here.
We're working on that. As you're getting near the door, you can hear the two of them kind of whispering to each other in low tones, and you make your way into the door. Morgana enters.
Hey, boys, what you been up to?
Morgana, question. Has anyone acted a little strange?
Other than this one?
Yeah.
Funny you bring it up. Now, I don't normally admit when I'm wrong. So luckily I'm right this time. The bloke that I met with just now, he turns out has Langy.
What's his name?
Who?
The guy you just met.
Oh, his name is Aeolus.
Picking up that letter.
Oh, and by the by, he's an Esper.
Okay.
Seems like more and more of her popping us around here lately.
Somebody is looking for the fragments, and more than that, they're looking for you.
Oh yeah, no. There is now a deal going down that I might have agreed to where we're supposed to give up the fragment if we want Langy back.
And why didn't you talk to us about it first?
I mean,
Y'all were getting drunk downstairs. What do you want me to do?
Put it this way, is Langy really that big of a loss?
Isn't the fragment more important? We can get a leprechaun anywhere.
Of course. They sell little people all over
We're
the
not
place.
going to leave Langy behind. I don't like the little bastard either, but
But has he really helped us? I mean, the main thing he's given us, I still have.
Most of all, he's kind of just thrown us in the middle of his situation.
Yeah. We didn't ask for this.
we didn't. But think about this. We've stumbled into something a little bit bigger than what we originally came here for. This could help shave some time off of our sons.
Unless we make it seem like we're gonna do the trade, but we really aren't. It's
Yeah,
a way.
think about that for a second.
I had to make sure I was going the right way.
Really? Aren't.
Are you talking like a silvery moon snatch and grab?
That, or at least try to get as much information as we can from this Aeolus guy, since he's one of us technically. And then if he ends up, not doing what we want, then, sorry, Langy. Nice knowing you.
We could arrange a swap. Have his middleman get the fragment or whatever. We get Langy. As soon as hands on Langy, I run in, grab the fragment, we get the out.
When is this deal going down?
So he told me we're meeting in an hour, about 40 minutes ago.
Well, wait
It was a long walk.
Way to plan. Oh.
Did you stop and go shopping on the way here?
You know, what a girl does on her free time is between me and that.
Can I go home?
Are you really going to keep talking right now?
You all just seem so busy, and I feel like I shouldn't be in this conversation.
Take my sword again, poke it a little bit harder. Are we going to stop talking now?
Sure.
Where's my manners? I'm so sorry, Cupcake. I'm Morgana Mall. Who are you, Peaches?
I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, but I'm Greg.
Aw, so nice to meet you, Greg. So what's his story? What do you do?
He's
He's
one
one
of
of the attackers.
Once again, I'm really sorry.
Did we get everything out of him we could?
Yeah, we did.
We could cut him loose, but then he would just run back to his boss and either say he failed and get punished, but then we would still be hunted for whatever job he was hired for.
Ooh, what if we brought him to the deal?
I don't think that we have much leverage with him.
It would be like trading a bag of sand for a gold coin.
But the sand could be helpful. What if we take him, see what he knows about the ones we're meeting, and then dispose of him?
What could you tell us more about this meeting?
I know a couple of my blokes over there, and they've got crossbows, and they've been watching the area, and I know if things was to go bad, we were supposed to kill the gnome, but funny,
Okay,
prove a point.
here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna head over to this deal that we're supposed to make. But before we get there, we're going to go on the outside of whatever perimeter that you have these crossbowmen, right? You're going to show us as much as you can. And Swift, you're going to try to take him out as quietly as possible. I need you to go stealth and try hide in the shadows as best as you can, because it's dark still, right?
It is nighttime.
Okay. And try to find Langy. You're going to run back, say that Morgana came in the middle of our fight, and unfortunately you barely made it back here and had to dispatch with all of our lives. So the deal is dead.
Give me an intimidation with advantage, because Swift is helping you.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I know, thank you, 17.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah.
If you go along with this, we won't let you get killed. Are we in agreement?
We take them all out before they take us out?
Pretty much.
So did we decide? Are we
So, like,
keeping Langy?
As long as he doesn't keep talking too much.
There's probably no guarantee of that.
As long as he doesn't bother us that much.
My previous statements too.
So we'll see what happens.
Yes, we're keeping Langy. Yes, we're keeping Langy. Anyway, let's just get out of here. We only got a few minutes.
Okay, so you and your new friend, Greg, make your way toward the outskirts of where the meeting place is, which is the Bell Market. Taking a quick glance at the Bell Market, the familiar layout of all the closed stalls and the giant bell arch, Greg takes you aside swiftly and goes, all right, so if I was to go ahead and do this, I'd say there'd probably be one on that building there, or easily one on that second story of that shop, and possibly one on that building there. So if you can get up high enough, you might be able to see a few of them.
You mind watching him?
I got it.
Like there are cobblestones that jut out from the side of the building. You're easily just making your way up. As you get to the top to this building, go ahead and give me a perception check. Just more flat.
12.
You can see one individual, one of these archers with a crossbow, hanging back, scanning about, but that's the only individual that you do see. What's your intent?
I'm going to stealthily speed over there and take him out quietly.
Okay, go and give me a stealth check.
24.
So you're making your way, hopping between the buildings, sticking to the shadows.
I'm going to stay in myself and walk up behind him, putting one paw and claws across his mouth, the other one across his throat, and saying, shh.
First, you're going to go ahead, we're just going to make a grapple check then, in that
Okay.
case. Make an opposed athletics or acrobatics, whichever is better for you.
6.
1.
Oh, you got lucky, dude.
Grappled. He is grappled at this time. Go ahead and make your intimidation check.
16.
15. He has a crossbow in hand. Loosens his grip.
Does he have a belt?
It's like it has like a belt, the holster, like that holster.
Disarming her of her holster, I'm going to use her own belt to tie her hands behind her back, so bread in her mouth. Just bigger than she can, bite at your shirt.
Sure. Give me a dexterity check, flat dexterity, to see if you can, good enough to take this belt and use it as like a rope of some kind.
21.
Taking the belt and tightening, just wrapping around their wrist, and
Behind her
tightening
back.
it. Yeah, of course. And for all intents and purposes, subdued.
I'll go to the crossbow and pick it up and just kind of look like I'm the sentry involved.
Give me a stealth check.
15.
All right. In the meantime, for you two, you're not really sure what's happened to Swift, and he's been gone for probably about a minute.
Oh, hey, I think that's your friend up there.
What do you know? Swifty actually pulled it off.
See if you can sneak around and find Langy.
Yeah, we'll take a peek around. Last time he was up in that area, so I'll start there.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. I'd say with advantage because
Natural
you
20.
You were saying?
And it begins.
Ta-da!
Looking up in that location, just as you'd seen before, well, you don't see Landy per se. You do see an individual kind of just leaning out the window, looking down over the Bell Market, and it's one of those same individuals you saw before, one of the people who were holding Landy hostage. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, actually, too.
Another natural 20.
Like the night, you stealth your way toward that building. Yeah. Essentially, there's the one entrance making your way inside. Jesus Christ. What would you like to do?
Are there windows on the first floor that I can try to peek through to see what I can see on the downstairs level?
There are windows on the first floor,
Okay.
like kind of peeking in. It's essentially a storefront, but everything
Okay.
looks like it's been closed up for the evening.
Then I will make my way to the second floor and see what I can see.
All right, still making your way, stealthing, making your way up the stairs. You round the corner. There are two individuals in this space. The first individual is a small humanoid who is essentially tied up, bound, and one corner up near the window is the mercenary you'd seen from outside.
I see Langy, and I decide the best thing to do is going to be to take out the mercenary, like sneak up from behind, like if they're looking out the window, and just take him out like while he's not even looking.
All right, how you want to do that?
Carefully. Come up behind him and with my dagger, go up against his neck.
In that case, we're going to make a grapple check. So that's your athletics or acrobatics, which one's higher.
Oh yeah. 20, a natural.
20, natural. So,
Oh,
so as you go to put the dagger toward his throat, he reacts and he puts his hand down, forces your wrist down. At this point, I'm actually going to need you to make an initiative throw.
7.
He's going to go in first, pulls out a dagger, and immediately goes to stab. 12.
Miss.
Tries to turn around, swing at you. You duck underneath that blow.
Then I will fight back with my dagger and shank him instead. 12.
Go ahead and give me your dagger roll, which is 1d4.
3. I will use my bonus action and attack with my crossbow. 18.
18, definitely a hit.
6.
This time, Langy is also now in the initiative order.
Thought he's bound up.
He's still trying to escape. He rolls a 17. You see him, he doesn't have his mouth clear, but he is able to get his small hands out. That's his turn. Coming back around to the thug, who brings the dagger down to try to stab at you. 11, which I'm assuming is a miss. Go ahead and he tries to stab at you. You take your dagger and you carry away.
Once again, I'm going to go back and attack him with my dagger again. 17.
17, definitely a hit.
Same thing, just loading up the crossbow and firing at him again.
Okay, so give me the attack roll for that.
7.
It flies, bounces around the room, comes around to Langy, who's going to go ahead. Langy pulls down his mouth gag, points in his direction, and he goes, "Good night." He's going to roll 5d8. 7, 6, 8. Holy shit. 7. A swirl of these rose petals swirl around this thug. Looking at you, he's drifting back and forth. Just falls over.
Oh my god. You came to save me.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
He comes up and he hugs your little leg. Like
I can still kill you if I want to.
Right, okay, alright. Oh, but I'm alive. Are we running away? Is that the plan?
First plan, who else is here? What can you tell us?
When they were all together, there was 6 of them.
So 4 more to fight.
We actually only need 2 more. I killed one in the bar. We have Greg.
Oh, we're counting them?
Yep. We have Greg.
Okay.
Is that great?
It's like they just found him at
an
a
army.
It's like they just.
We have Greg. That should be a shirt. We have Greg shirts coming soon.
So we only need 2 more.
All right, well, let's just go find the other boys and we can figure out what's going on. Do I notice like a chest or a cabinet or something in the room that I can lock this guy in?
There's like a what is it called? There's like an armoire.
So I asked Langy to help me to get this guy locked up so that way when he comes out of the spell, he's trapped.
Right. Oh, my ropes.
As he goes ahead and he takes the ropes that he was bound by, wrap him up.
Hey, oh, and this is for you.
He takes off the gag he had in his mouth and kicks him in the face, like, you know,
Don't let him do that.
Bastard.
And then just to ensure it, I take out the whip that I have and I use that to like tie it together even more to make sure he really can't get out. I want to make contact with Swiftfoot to see where he is.
Hey, Swifty, I got one locked up in a wardrobe over here. How's it looking outside?
Oh, I got one ass up in a barrel. I took over his position.
Oh, I also found Langy. He's good.
Oh, good job. Well, if you two can make your way back to Burlington, we're done here.
It's at that moment, Swift, you hear a secondary whisper.
2 buildings left. I look over 2 buildings to the left.
2 buildings to the left, there's another individual, another marksman, looking down, pacing about.
And I will zip.
Do a stealth check.
Try to just subdue him again. Or the new guy. It's coming into you at a 24.
No.
Window, roof, window, ledge. I will take that crossbow, run up to him, and try to subdue him by a what? 16 in total?
Just like reeling from that attack, trying to reach for his dagger.
Yeah, so second attack, just. Oh. Wrong one. 22.
All right, so as it hits against his head, just collapses.
At that quick point, I will like do like a quick look around, search his body, and then again, like presume his position. Just what the hell did that come from?
As you're searching his body, there's a sudden bright, arcane flash of purple energy. That was certainly not bad at all. I had you pegged for somewhat of a clumsy oaf, but no, you're really good. It was actually really entertaining watching the whole 3 of you try to make this all happen. My name's Aeolus, but you can call me Pulse. And that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this session.